Right. It is Authority on COG, so they do have that advantage. Now, we saw, I can't remember which team it was, but one of the recent teams Authority played against did actually run a T-bow strat on Locust side. And it looks like we are going to see a couple of players going up to T-bow from Locust side. Kenny's going to be pushing in there. He's a bit trapped right now. The first kill on the board for Authority. But in the commotion at T-bow, it seems like the Locust team have managed to get a cap here. And Throwdown is starting to get points on the board already. Now, it did get broken almost immediately, but it's a good little strat they had there to have Kenny running up there. And I guess the point is, you know, if they don't run T-bow, we'll get T-bow. If they do run T-bow, we get the cap. And it's a good little strat, so that's maybe something to pay attention to. Enigma getting a good kill with the T-bow there. Almost picking up the second. Looks like Throwdown is trying to push up. They're trying to get some control on this map here. They've almost all but lost high side. And we're just... Oh, I got a little bit distracted there by something happening. I thought the stream went down. It was just some other stream. But anyway, Kenny picking up some kills on Enigma there. Doesn't quite get the second one. Lava pushing in, gets a kill onto Jimmy B. That's a good push there. They're going to be able to get some really good points on the hill there, because Demo Bounce picking up another kill. There's only one player here to defend the hill, and Enigma's pushing in. He's going to get put down as well. Bit of a questionable push. He really should have waited for his team there. He wasn't really at threat of dying, but he does manage to distract the players on Throwdown long enough for Rambo to run and get a break, so that will stop them from getting any major amount of points or any major points on the board. Demo Bounce just choking the shot there. He bounces in and just about misses hitting the right side. Jimmy B pushing in from behind, trying to get a kill on Lava. Lava gets taken out, and they do now have map control. Actually, Throwdown immediately spawning on Tiki. They're trying to push up. They're going to get a break onto this and try and push across. That's one player taken down immediately. Nasty's onto a long spawn, along with Lava. They finally come back up. Enigma getting taken down by Kenny Bounce. Kenny Bounce with an amazing pistol right there. Might be able to get the last down. Doesn't quite. He gets pushed by Graylin, but just takes out Graylin instead. Showing sheer dominance there with his skills. And it looks like Throwdown do have a setup onto this hill. They will be able to control this hill for the time being. Jimmy getting a good down with Lava there. That gets picked up by Rambo. Rambo going huge in the ring. Getting 2 good kills before he finally gets taken out by Nasty. He's got a 1v1 between Kenny Bounce and Jimmy B. Jimmy B's doing the lefty flip. He gets a good hard aim in, but he backs off anyway. Demo's trying to go into back spawn, trying to get a good cross. They're going to hold back spawn here because they want to wait for their teammates. They want to make sure that they can make a good push together. That's Rambo taken out again. But it is Authority in control of the ring right now. Jimmy B is pushing up because he knows players are clamping in behind him. And he's trying to pick up a kill here, but he just doesn't quite hit the shots necessary. And that means that Throwdown do have a good setup onto this hill. They've only got it for another 35 seconds, but those 35 seconds could be all theirs. And they're already getting ready to rotate out. And this is the thing a lot of teams will do, is they'll look for an opportunity to rotate out of a hill through another team. So if they can rotate through the other team, they can leave it about 30 seconds, fight the enemy team. Whatever happens, they're probably going to get the rest of those 30 seconds. They might be able to rotate to the next hill if they win the fight as well.
Come on!
Kenny Bounce is in possession of the T-bow, just about misses the shot. Rambo's trying to push in and make some havoc. He's going to push up to Kenny. Kenny just destroys him with a one-shot there. Jimmy's in a bad situation. He gets taken out. Throwdown just showing sheer dominance on this King of the Hill map. And it just doesn't seem like Authority really have an answer for them. It's just kind of like the Bot Kings game again. Like, they just don't seem to be able to outslay them enough to actually make anything happen. They're pushing straight in for the fights, but they're not being able to do anything with it. Demobout's going to push up on Jimmy B. Jimmy B misses his first shot. Both of them missing too many shots here. Demobout's finally decides to back off as he's going to get 2v1. He's trying to take it here. And he finally goes down to Jimmy B and Graylin as his teammates spawn behind him on blue box. Graylin looking for an opportunity to push down there. They do think it might possibly go to blue box, so they're trying to get control of this area just in case it does rotate there. That's a good few smokes into the garage, but they don't want to push. And that's a very bad decision there because they've wasted their smokes, but they don't have the opportunity to push. Luckily for them, it is going to be bad ramp, which is the next hill. And Graylin's already moving to set up on it. Jimmy's got 3 people pushing him. He manages to take out the first player, just misses out on taking out the second player. But they put so much effort into killing Jimmy B that the rest of Authority have fully set up on that hill. Lava getting taken out as he tries to push across the extensions. It's a 1v1 between Rambo and Demo, and Demo manages to win that. Enigma picking up the kill though. Nasty pushing in, and he just gets T-bowed by Enigma. I will say that while Enigma isn't the best player in the world, he is absolutely amazing with that T-bow. I don't know how he manages to do it, but he's one of the best T-bow players in the game. I am on his back right now. He is in a really bad situation. He's getting pushed by about 3 players now. He decides to back off with Graylin. They're trying to hold this hill. They've given up T-bow advantage though, so they're just going to try and hold this back for as long as they can. And there's only 20 seconds on the clock now. He does manage to get Nasty, and that does give them the advantage of having the rest of this hill, but the rest of the team is rotating, and Graylin's a little bit too far behind. Jimmy and, I think that's Rambo, do have control. Now, Jimmy and Graylin did have control until Graylin pushed straight into a fight there. Probably shouldn't have pushed it like that. But they do still have control of this hill, and I think his team just spawned with him. I'm almost certain Jimmy's team just spawned right next to it. Now, it does look like Throwdown are trying to push in. They're losing players, and it looks like, even though they had a bad start, just the control that Authority have just put onto this game since, like, the 50-point mark, they are just completely dominant over the last few minutes, and they could very well win this match now. They were 30 points down, and now they're closing in on being about 80 points ahead. So it's completely flipped on its head, and they've just played this superbly. Throwdown just trying to make a push now. They do get good smokes in. They might be able to make something happen with this. But the crossfire is just too much. Nasty's pushing in. He doesn't quite manage to find it. Demobounce is pushing in. He gets put down. And it's an absolute blitzkrieg of fire going into the Throwdown team as they try to push in. And it looks like, just out of nowhere, from what looked like to be a fairly poor game for Authority, they managed to somehow pull a magic rabbit out of the hat and just win something like 180 points straight.